Okay, so I got my LaCroix, and I'm going to ramble a little bit about theta state. So, I am interested in developing my mental abilities, my mental powers. By mental powers, I mean like meditation, lucid dreaming, trance state, auto hypnosis, and the biggest tool in your toolbox, really the gateway, is theta state. It's incredibly easy. Everybody does it at least a couple times a day. The trick is being able to identify when you're in it and how to control it, how to stay in it. It like what it is that liminal twilight zone in between waking and sleeping, right when you're about to nod off. You're not quite asleep yet, but you're right on the cusp. And with practice, you can develop the ability to just stay in that theta state, stay in that liminal twilight zone. And yeah, I mean, you just basically set your intention, you do a technique, and you enter theta state, and you perform whatever you want to perform. And you can either choose to go deeper and fall asleep, like if you're laying down to bed, induce theta, do your thing, and then just go to sleep, or you can come out of it. Just earlier today, I was getting my oil changed, and sitting in the lobby, I just did my technique, went into theta, and waited till they called my name. Just as a, just for practice, just to relax and practice. It's one thing to do it when you're by yourself, like in your bedroom or like on a meditation cushion. Doing it in public is something else. Just takes practice, just like anything, just takes practice. So, what it feels like. So, if you're just starting out doing this, what I did just starting out is I would practice sitting up, like maybe not in a chair like this, sitting up with your back straight, because it's really, really easy to fall asleep. Probably not laying down, but like sitting up in an erect posture. Erect. And if you are starting to nod off, you can just speed up your breathing a little bit. If you're not quite going deep enough, slow your breathing down. But the basic technique is I will take 2 or 3 deep breaths, hold it for a little bit, and then exhale really slowly with a little like pressure. Would you call that like glottal pressure? I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to demonstrate. But like there's kind of a hissing behind your sinus. Like instead of like just releasing, there's like a little bit of pressure and it's a really slow exhale. Fine, I will do it. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if that's coming across. But I'll do 2 or 3 of those and your heart rate will start to really slow down. Fun fact, when you inhale, your heart rate speeds up, and when you exhale, your heart rate slows down. So if you want to slow down your heart rate, make your exhales longer than your inhales, and your heart rate will gradually come down. So after those 2 or 3 long exhales, I'll do a breathing pattern 4, 2, 6. So inhale for a count of 4, hold at the top for 2, exhale for 6, hold empty for 0. Oh boy, this LaCroix, it's making me burpy. So you just continue the 4, 2, 6 breathing. When your mind wanders off into la la land, you just pat those thoughts on the head, let them go, come back to your breathing. And you can do just that. That'd be a great meditation session. If you're trying to go into theta state for like hypnosis or lucid dreaming or whatever else you're trying to do, or a deep state of meditation, you continue the breathing And when you've got the rhythm of that, like practice to a point where you don't really have to think about it, you can get it pretty close to 4-2-6 without really consciously thinking about it. Then I'll run through a script in my head where I will imagine my right arm getting heavy for 3 exhales. Then my left arm gets heavy for 3 exhales. And then my legs. So heavy right, heavy left, heavy right leg, heavy left leg. And then I'll do the whole thing again, but with warmth. My right arm is getting warm times 3. My left arm is getting warm times 3. And you do that right leg, left leg. And then here's the important one. I think I got this off of a YouTube channel, like maybe a couple of years ago, called Maverick Mind or something like that. But this is the important part. Here's the trick, is my forehead is getting cool times 3. It's like, it kind of gives your unconscious, your subconscious, a signal to maybe start drawing blood away from your prefrontal cortex. I don't know how it works, but it works. And in my mind, mentally, I'll say the words, my forehead is getting cool, my forehead is getting cool, on the exhales, silently in my mind. And I can actually feel it getting cooler. That's the thing too. Like I can actually feel my hands getting warmer. I can feel my forehead getting cooler. And I've had enough practice with this that by the time I get to that point, I'm in Theta. And Theta it's subtle, so it does take some time to get used to being familiar when you're in Theta. And like I said, it is really easy to like overshoot and just pass out. That's really easy to do. So it does just take some time to get familiar with the territory. And at that point, if I'm doing like some sort of auto-hypnosis or visualization type thing, I will have like a pre-prepared script that I'll run through in my mind, or I'll have a pre-prepared visualization that I'll run through my mind. And at that point, if you want to go deeper into meditation, it's an option. Like after you've entered Theta and you want to go deeper into hypnosis or deeper into meditation, there's other visualizations you can do. Like you can imagine yourself going downstairs into a room with 4 doors and explore that. Or you could go down a set of stairs into a room and there's 1 door and whoever would like to come through the door can come visit you and talk to you. It's sounds kind of silly in this normal state that we're in right now, but when you're in Theta, in that liminal space, parts of your unconscious will come out and speak to you. You can get some good work done that way. And what else can you do? If you really just want to get, if you're having trouble getting deep into Theta, you can imagine, or hypnosis, yeah, like deeper into hypnosis. Like hypnosis, like the depth of your hypnosis or the depth of your meditation isn't depth of Theta. Like once you're in Theta, something else is happening that makes you go deeper, but it's all in Theta. You can imagine, like if you're sitting in a chair, like I'll imagine like all black hole opens up and I sink into the chair, like reality, I'm sinking like to sub-reality. Things like that. There's things like that you can do, visualizations and things like that. So when you want to come out, if you choose to come out, you can imagine yourself walking back up the stairs or coming out of the hole. And yeah, that's about the nuts and bolts of it. Takes a little practice. There's all kinds of wonderful things you can do with it. Lucid dreaming. I've never had any out-of-body experiences with this technique. I'll let you know. But other than that, like hypnosis, I mean, even just doing some auto-hypnosis work is really, really valuable. It's a really good tool in your toolbox. Hypnosis, meditation, lucid dreaming. Yeah, so I think I'm going to finish my LaCroix and we'll call it a day on that one.